Aston Villa edged out defending champions Manchester City on Wednesday. But can they match that intensity when they face leaders Arsenal this weekend? BBC Sport football pundit Chris Sutton noted Martin Keown said Villa's win over City in match of the day was their best performance in years. And I am not going to argue with that. They threw everything at City. The question is, can they go again and play at that level against the table toppers? It will be hard for Villa to replicate that. For this weekend's games, he's taking on actor Dougray Scott, who stars in the new season of the high-stakes drama Vigil. The second season of Vigil begins Sunday the 10th of December at 9 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time on BBC One, with the first 3 episodes available BBC iPlayer from 6 a.m. that morning. Scott plays Deputy Marshal Marcus Grainger in the second series of Vigil. The first series was installed on a submarine, but second series took to the skies and secret world of drone warfare. Scott followed in his father's footsteps and grew up a die-hard Hibernian fan. My dad lived in Glasgow as kid, but he became a mad Hibee because his uncle was scout for Hibs and he used to take him to Easter Road, Scott told BBC Sport. So he was watching Hibs in the 1950s with the famous 5, the legendary front of Gordon Smith, Bobby Johnstone, Lawrie Reilly, Eddie Turnbull and Willie Ormond, part of a great team. I started going with him in the 1970s and we would go home and away together. We were fanatics. I still am. I must say it pains me when we get beat up. My favourite moment has to be the Scottish Cup final at Hampden where we beat Rangers 32 in 2016. I there and it was just phenomenal. Our 114-year wait to win the cup is finally over and it a fantastic day. We're okay now under Nick Montgomery. But we were terrible under Lee Johnson, sacked in August. He didn't seem to have any affinity with Scottish football. Scottish football gets some bad press, but I think it's a really good standard. It's obviously not on the same level as the Premier League, but I watch Hibs every week and even though it's a very physical league they still play some very good passing football. I can't believe Sutton came to Bournemouth to draw against Manchester United. Suranne Jones, who plays Detective Amy Silva, shares some big news with Scott Grainger during the second series of Vigil Like his father. Scott also owns an English team, Manchester United. He said, "I've been following them since I was a kid. Again because of my dad. We've had great teams over the years. But we're not very good at the moment. I've read all about Erik Ten Hag losing the dressing room but I don't believe it. He didn't become a bad manager overnight and I am actually surprised he did as well as he did, considering what was going on behind the scenes. We are now waiting to see if Sir Jim Ratcliffe will make a deal for 25 of the club for barely years. The problem at United has been from top to bottom. They've been destabilised.